Talk it through.
What's going on, guys? This is Elite Killer and I am bringing you my Banshee 1.8 video. Oh my god, a lot of you have been asking me about this, and here it is. We're going to go through it today. We're going to tell you all about the Banshee and what it does. First of all, I want to start off by saying sorry I haven't released this. I have been using it for the last week or so. I've been testing it out. I just don't want to release a build video to you guys that's not going to be of much use. And I know from my playstyle at least, this build and the way it's laid out is perfect for me. And it's perfect for a team, and I'll explain why now. So in a team, if the Banshee running person, shall we call him? The Banshee running person, is that a thing? I don't know, but now he's the Banshee running person. If he finishes off the players when you go rogue on the ground, instead of getting a 1-piece, you're going to get a 2-piece, a 4-piece, 6, blah de blah. Okay, so you get double the reward. So hitting one player down gets you 2 pieces of that rogue, meaning you can get manhunts quicker, you can get rank 5 really fast, and it's just absolutely crazy. So even if you're in a team, you can explain to your team, look, I'm running Banshee, let me finish off the players on the ground. They don't get nothing for hitting the player on the ground anyway, just their name on the kill feed. Let's get the benefit from it. Use it in a squad, it's fantastic. Now, another benefit of the Banshee, when you're due to take off the rogue, so you're taking off your manhunt, okay? You're at the station, you're holding square, let the Banshee do it. Why? If the players gather around him, it goes quicker. So he gets that rank 5 off real quick. It goes quick. So there's no more benefit to that than get the Banshee holding square on that station, because you're going to reap the rewards from that. And talking about rewards, what are the rewards? You get Banshee caches. Now, the whole team get these caches, okay? Not just the Banshee runner person, that's what we're calling him. Not just him, but the whole team get Banshee caches. Now, the difference between a Banshee cache and a standard manhunt cache is a manhunt cache you get 1 item, with the chance of a bonus item, of course. With a Banshee cache, you get 2 items, with the chance of a bonus item. So, even though the 2 items that you get are not necessarily classified or exotic, if you're looking for parts, if you're looking for credits, it's worth it. You might as well get the extra piece. It might just be that, I don't know, custom M44 you've been looking for with the God roll. It could be a Savage Gloves that you're looking for to run. Anything, you know, it's worth doing. So you're going to get the extra loot from it. Now, you may even find the house from a bonus item. So imagine that. Fantastic, you got a Banshee cache, you've opened it up, there's a bonus item, exotic, the house, you're happy, everyone's happy, you go around the DZ and mount everybody. Job is a good one. Now, let's get into the build. For this build, I have gone for 7,823 firearms. Now, predominantly a firearm build for me, okay? Of course, I'm running the house with that. And I have rolled 2 items into stamina. If you notice, I haven't really rolled anything into electronics. Because, I mean, for the heals now with electronics, you have to have that much electronics to give you a decent heal. You wouldn't roll into anything else. It's just not worth it to me. And I know that my team have got boxes down, they've got heals on the ground, we're popping combat medics for each other. It's all going crazy, so I don't really need electronics that much. So, to start with, my chest piece. On the chest piece, I've gone for stamina roll, so it's maxed out stamina. Bear in mind that this is not all optimized, okay? Some of it's optimized, some of it's not, but there's nothing game-changing different. So I've gone for the stamina roll on the chest. I have skill haste, health, and ammo capacity. Now really, with this, skill haste is not that important either, but I like to have some skill haste anyway. Because, I mean, your heal and your pulse really not do much, but you want them back in a sort of an orderly time. You don't want to wait like stupid time, so I put a little bit of skill haste on these. Now with that, I have 2 mods of firearm skill haste. So 2 firearm skill haste mods on there. If you've got them, now this is what I'd love to put on, and this is one change I would make, is I'd put firearms crit hit chance just a little bit more, but my crit hit chance is quite high anyway. But just to show you, I'd probably put a couple of crit hit chance mods on there, which I didn't have, unfortunately. With the mask, I've run it for firearms. I've gone crit chance, and then I've just got burn resistance on there because there's a lot of fire turrets and stuff like that around. That there you can have damage to elites or whatever you like on that minor. It's not important there at all. With that, again, firearm skill haste because they're the mods I had, which are fantastic. The knee pads, again, I've gone for firearms, crit damage. So as you can see, that's not optimized. I can go up 1% more, but this 1% is not really great. And then I've gone for damage to elites, burn resistance, and blind death resistance. So you see my burn resistance is quite high already. Again, I've hit a firearm skill haste mod with a crit hit chance performance mod. So it's going to give me higher crit hit chance when I pop that pulse. On the backpack, again, rolled for firearms, crit damage, and ammo capacity. So I've got a lot of ammo, even though you don't have to run a lot of ammo on this. So you could switch either your chest piece miner or your backpack miner, because when you're rogue, you're regaining full ammo every sort of 30 seconds. So ammo capacity is not greatly needed, but it's always good to have. I've just used to rolling that, so I always roll that. Now with this, I've gone for firearm skill haste, and then a crit hit chance mod, so a pulse crit hit chance and a pulse crit hit damage, just to get that up a little bit further. Now with the gloves, you've got to have good gloves with all your builds. This is really important. I've gone for stamina, which is maxed out, crit chance, of course, SMG damage, standard because I'm running the house, and critical hit damage, which is all maxed out. So that is actually maxed out apart from the armor, which I'm not really too fussed about yet. As you know, it costs a lot of div tech to optimize your build, so I've got to do a div tech run. So on the holster, now with the holster, I would say usually I would always optimize the holster first because all three stats will go up. As you can see, we've got a little bit of room to move there, but not a lot. I mean, there's only sort of not even 20 on each. You know, there's nothing there. It's like 13 on each. Which is nothing. It's not going to really be game changing to my build. Again, put the crit hit chance on there. It's important in this game. Crit hit chance, crit hit damage, and a pulse crit hit chance mod. So going into the house, okay, the house I have deadly responsive card counter. Card counter is OP on its own. So if you haven't got a god roll deadly responsive, you can have you may have a deadly unforgiven because you need it for the 9k builds, like your striker or your predator, or any of them builds that require 9k stamina, that is. So deadly responsive, awesome. I'm starting off with an extended mag, 121% mag size, crit damage, rate of fire. My scope, 19% crit damage, 2.5% crit chance, 6% headshot damage. You see a pattern here, it's all damage, all crit hit damage. So again, the vent break, I've gone for a loud vent break. People do prefer the suppressor, but I like a loud vent break. I like to hear that sound. 19% crit damage, 5.5 headshot damage, 3% crit hit chance, and obviously because it's a loud vent break, I get the plus 41 increased threat, which is not always the best. The underbarrel, 19% crit damage, so again, with the crit damage. 4.5% reload speed, it's important, a little bit more reload speed, it's job done, no worries. Stability, that can be anything, that doesn't really matter with the SMGs, I find them quite stable anyway. So going into the stats of it, okay, so we're looking at the stats, we've got 42.5% crit hit chance. When I pop my pulse, I get an extra, say, 11%. I'll have a look in a second. It's around 11% crit chance. So that goes 53%, say. Plus with their mods, it's going to be maxed at 60. So we're looking around 60%, which is the max for crit hit chance. Crit hit damage, 134%. Now that can go up by 2 more percent. You can get 136. Which just means I have to optimize twice more on my backpack and my knee pads, which is nothing, but 2% is not going to make a massive deal. And it hits hard. 62% headshot damage. Headshot damage to me is not really important with an SMG because I'm on a PlayStation 4. I'm not on PC. Well, I have got a PC, but this is not on PC. So we don't really hit headshots as much. We're aiming for the body, sort of the torso, neck, all that area there. Stability is the plus 2%. There's nothing really more that we need to look at apart from the damage to elites plus 14. That's in case you get into some NPC battles. Skill haste is only at 24%, but it's still a little bit more than it would be if I didn't have that rolled. And then obviously you've got your armor mitigation 31.16, which I don't think really is important. Again, there was only one update where that was important, and that's not 1.8. And then obviously I've got the rewarded Dark Zone funds 50% because that's just the fact of having Banshee gives you that benefit. Now, the secondary weapon I use is a custom M44. Simple for the fact is if someone's a little bit further away, I can 2-tap them to the head. 2-tap, they die, game over. So it's got 170% headshot damage on this gun. Brutal, prepared, and deadly. If I could change one of those, I would change prepared, and I would put on competent. Just to get raw damage. Get that raw damage and really, really go to town on them. And this again, so 120% mag size, 4% crit damage, 5.6% rate of fire. Then I've gone for headshot damage, stability, crit chance. Then I've gone for more headshot damage, crit chance, accuracy, and then reduced threat. And then I've gone crit damage, accuracy, optimal range because of the prepared. Now, with that, I'll show you the stats. We have 20% crit chance, not a lot. 96% crit damage, yeah, not a lot either. But 218% headshot damage. So that's why I can 2-tap to the head. That's why sometimes I'll get the messages, you've probably seen it on a live stream, I'll get a message saying you're a cheater or you're a noob because you're using Deadeye. I'm not using Deadeye, I am just headshotting you with the M44 on any of my builds. Pretty much every build that I run, I'll run an M44. Apart from my Pred, which I'll run the MDR. But any other build, I'll run an M44 and I'll 2-tap to the head. Fantastic. So that's the guns, okay? The pistol doesn't really matter what you run. I think I'm running Damascus. Yeah, it doesn't really matter about the pistol. I'm never going to use that. So we can go now into the abilities. I am running a concealed pulse. So it gives me 13% crit chance. I thought it was 11, so it's 13, so it's even more. And then it gives you 9.30% crit damage. Cooldown is 39 seconds, which is terrible, I know, but it's one of them. You can do enough damage in that time to drop people. And then you're just running a normal overdose heal, which gives me 65,000, which is not a lot because the skill power is so low. Ally heal 36,000, which is not even going to tickle them. But 42-second cooldown. You can go full on skill haste if you want, but I just think I'd rather have the crit chance and stuff like that to be able to drop players. Talents. Now these are open talents. I was playing around with the demolition expert, so you can take that off, and it would be adrenaline. So it would be adrenaline, critical save, combat medic. And then I have chain reaction, but on the move is also a good one, you know. So chain reaction or on the move. I throw a lot of grenades now. I find myself throwing a lot of grenades. So chain reaction, why not? Let's just get it done. Attack advance also good. There's a few good ones there. Strike back, you know, get that skill haste going. But so they're my talents, and that is the build, guys. This build absolutely shreds. Look forward to the gameplay after this, and today's live stream I'll be using this build and we'll be getting it going, showing you it live in the DZ with the elite squad, and we will be smashing it. So guys, do not forget to hit that like button for me. We have reached 4,000 subscribers since July 2017. Are you kidding me? Not even 6 months, 4,000 subs. You guys are absolutely awesome. I love every single one of my subs. I love all of you that come and support me, all the donations I get, all the messages I get. Everything you guys do for me is absolutely awesome. So if you can just do that one thing for me, hit the like button, and then share it for me, guys. You know, share the video. Let's share it on Twitter, share it on Facebook. Tag me in it on Twitter, tag me in it on Facebook, all that good stuff. And don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel. I want to keep bringing these videos for you. The next build video I'll bring you will be my Nomad build. I just wanted to get the Banshee build out there now because I know there's not a lot of people using Banshee. and it's really important in a squad. So guys, thank you for watching the video. Take care, and I will see you all in the next video.
Look, up in the sky.
Yeah. Ryan DC mode versus make a wish for a purpose. Purposely practice to rap until I emerge perfect. Flawless victory psychic. Kick like bicycle circus. Flow Kang, I do my thinking. Dang it, lang till it's purple. All the whole of my circus. City slipping like jerkers. Rubbing for moisture murder. Checkers are riding burgers. Diction vexes with less spit. Ammonia type bullet tips. Put in and clean your mind. Glitch deja vu when I'm not. Nah, did you see me? I'm like a genie. Your mind is subconsciously feeding on your memory. Rip your lyrical line. Rich chicks, medical bomb risk. That's the remedy from the Russian 40. Gets more to recorded Soviet. Spirit in the fist like Scorpion. Perforate in my words on the paper while I'm inserting. And get the murderer tab. Remove a verb a bit. Pushing letters to space brawler who getting silver shift. My caps locking down with these raps. Dr. Keku said around. Praying for none of that. It's a super rap. How you know when you like that? Super rap. How the hell it right there? Super rap. Notice that my let's go down. Say it with me. Dun, da, da, dun, da, da, dun, dun. Super rap. Can it get his mic back? Super rap. I don't even wanna fight back. Super rap. This is how my go down. Say it with me. Dun, da, da, dun, da, da, dun, dun. Say it with me. Dun, da, da, dun, da, da, dun, dun. Say it with me. Dun, da, da, dun, da, da, dun, dun. So here I am. I never did a remix. To you this is a prefix. Cause see I never leaked it. Now you leeching funky. Your review just keep it. Cause I will never peep it. Like time I bum my beeping. Geeking like a brother chief. And season tossing I be seeping. Morning, noon into the evening. Even maybe while you dreaming. I be showing lights increasing. Busting function for no reason. Girl be sweating out her weaving. I be speaking, never wheezing. Flicker picking. I'm on teasing, scratching. Like I'm feeding. By the highlight I be beaming. Earth on fire, this the reason. With a ninja like he's steaming. Catch me streaming on SoundCloud.